Okay, so check it out. I have a few thoughts, and these thoughts revolve and evolve around models. And basically, where the thought comes from is I've been hearing a lot of talk and seeing a lot of talk about frustrations of a model and basically the communication between them and a creative, whether it's a photographer, um, stylist, whoever, somebody you collab with in this model space. And basically, what it seems like to me is people are getting into this space, this medium, and thinking and assuming that any and everybody that you reach out to will work with you. And that's just not the case. And when they kind of realize that, they take it to heart. They sensitive about it, depending on their level of insecurity, this, that, and the other, whatever the case may be. They get offended. And you shouldn't all the time, most of the time. Because there's a lot of variables and a lot of reasons that go into why someone don't want to work with you. And this goes for photographers as well. It's not just one-sided. But everybody don't match everything that you're doing. And if you're someone that's seasoned, especially like myself, 17 years in the game, you are real particular about what you shoot, who you shoot, when you shoot, where you shoot, how you shoot, etc., and the combination of all those things. So, I'll give you an example. I have a model right now that I've been shooting and I have a shoot planned with. She's a very beautiful girl. Body is different compared to what I'm used to shooting. But nonetheless, it works for things. She also creative when it comes to clothing wise and putting things together and being fashionable and being intentional. And that's the biggest thing. So you got to be intentional when you put clothes together for a shoot, not just, hey, I'm wearing this. But I say all that to say she does not match every vibe or creative idea that I have. So although I enjoy working with her and I enjoy shooting her the few times I've shot her, she's not appropriate for everything that I'm doing. She doesn't shoot every style that I shoot, and every style that I shoot does not match her. So it's nothing personal against her, because obviously, I've shot her or whatever it may be. It's just this particular thing ain't for you. So a lot of models reach out, especially now. This is for somebody who I've met in person and seen that she has potential. Now, just imagine, let's take all that away. You're a model online reaching out to a photographer that you've never met before, he never met you, they don't know your capability, you don't have a portfolio or nothing like that. And the photos that you do have up is not to your strengths at all. A photographer is going to judge that. And if you don't visually look like the part that he's looking for, because every photographer have a visual person in their head when they're looking for an idea, whether they know exactly what it is or not, they have that person in mind visually. And then when they see it, it's like, yo, it just clicks. Sometimes I'll be looking for a goth girl, and then somebody else hit me up saying they goth, but they're not really goth enough for what I'm looking for, but they also match something else. So then it's like, okay, well, forget that. I have another idea that I feel like matches you perfectly. And then you go on from there. Now, when you don't match that, when you reach out to other photographers or creatives, I just say photographers a lot because that's what I am. And you reach out and you don't get the response that you want, that can discourage you. And there's a bunch of other variables in play. We're not gonna talk about that. But understand how that can discourage you. But you gotta understand, just because they don't or can't shoot you, don't mean anything. on to the next. You know what I mean? And the same thing with models. I reach out to models that I have a visual interest in, and I have a project in mind in, and I see if they're interested in doing it, or I met them at an event and we talk about it. If I reach out to you more than 2 times and nothing is even put in motion as far as plans, I'm not reaching out to you again because you're wasting my time, and obviously you're not serious about that. Because a lot of times you'll meet people in person and they may be genuinely down to do some shit, but then it's like they just go off the radar, and it's like I'm not chasing nobody to do a project, especially when it's a time sensitive thing, like a project I have coming up now. That's something that's typically done during the beginning of the year. So it's like I'm not waiting 3-4 months down into the year to do a project that now is just like irrelevant. But I say all that to say, get out your feelings and look at this business. Because at the end of the day, if you're taking this serious as a model, photographer, creative, wardrobe, whatever it is, if you're taking it serious, it's a business, whether you make it legit or not. But look at this from a non-emotional standpoint, and you'll see things clearer, and you'll do better and make better decisions based upon those actions. Like giving somebody instructions without being emotional could be a more clear instruction conveyed to that person versus you getting all emotional and now your message is just getting muddied by the fact that you talking with emotions. When I reach out to a model and they don't want to shoot with me or my style doesn't match them, that's fine. If they do some shady shit, then that's a whole different story. But if it's nothing crazy about it, that's cool. Like it's not no I'm about to unfollow you because if I genuinely followed you and I like what you do, I'm still gonna follow you. But if there's no business benefit beyond that, then I'm gonna unfollow you or don't follow you at all because my business page and my personal page are two different pages. And there's no reason for me to follow you on business if you're not doing business with me or supporting or whatever. So yeah, rant over, ramble, and I disappear like